What? What?
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, Sellers. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30, 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Well, turn the fan on back there.
60 Pittsburgh.
Turn the fan on. Yeah, the ceiling fan.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26.
There's not any other fan back there.
6.
A quick burst there.
No!
Bit off.
That's making it hot. Turn that off.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check 50, check 50. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crack. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
2 sacks last
Jay,
week.
turn it off.
Right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Right back to him on first down. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Dobbs. He gets it to Thomas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Maybe you done had them too long. They not. But.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly
does.
Damn.
A lot of why didn't you see that dude with the ball?
We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Who was that?
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 9 now.
I fit him in the game.
Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And this one
man, go get it.
They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Damn.
2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Motherfucker, they ain't playing no game. You hear me? Give me a bigger.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this
I
football
did. I'm
game.
beating that.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm gonna beat his ass. I tell you, stop doing shit too. Huh? Yeah, me too. That's why.
70, Indy. 56. Coming to you,
I'm going to.
56 from the field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I mean, you fucking.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
No, you don't.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
You don't do what I say, though.
Yeah.
You hear what I say? I'm going to piss your ass off. Girl, please.
They'll drop the throw. And it is caught.
That nigga let that ball go through his hand, man. God damn.
His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
How about that? What? I'm just saying.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Okay, I ain't been stopping with that. Let's go to this.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Oh, what you say, I'm not?
They'll look to throw here. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of
get his ass before you get going.
You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Come on!
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Sellers, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Do what?
And this will split the uprights.
I got these headphones. What'd you say?
And that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Oh, no.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Chubb, and an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Oh, bullshit, man.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Watch the end. Greystone, travel. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Pop up. Opponent haven't got it.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Adam Humphreys, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check the backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Don't answer that no damn more.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 52.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He finds Humphries. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
61, matchbox lights. Ready? 58.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces.
All right, just checking.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
And the Steelers 1st down.
I used to get all these captains all the time by doing them blinds like they were doing throw it late.
You don't get time to see me.
Now Dobbs. And Thomas has it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
I know she be there when they throw it on her house.
Set, ready.
What kind of paper? Her house phone.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a give right side. Sellers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now this throw caught left side. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 33 yards that time. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
She needs to grab a work. She had a parole.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Humphreys. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
60 Pittsburgh. 65. Recon, 130 snap.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a second truck move.
Can anyone tackle this guy?
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 41-yard line.
I was just going to say, let Buck drive.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 2-8-3, jump.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll run on first down. Sellers, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
When he told somebody mirror off their car. Ain't that the truck he had when he told somebody mirror off their car?
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Michael Thomas. 78 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Get in there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 26 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. is
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
No, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
And
not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
He wasn't filling my head up. He didn't know he was asking.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers. And end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 52, Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first down at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A give to Smith out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh.
Here's 2nd and 8.
I knew it. Hurt him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They run. Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Do what?
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Protein spill. Hey, here we go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Now.
2nd and 11. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
General West. Hey, Delta.
1st and 10 at the 35.
There. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
Hey, box truck. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big...
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give him too much.
Whatever, bye.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt.
What?
Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man.
Yeah! Got that boy. I got it. Got my breakout.
I could get it by myself.
You.